Hello children. So in previous class we learnt about the northern mountains. So in today's class we are going to learn about the northern plains. So let us learn about some plains in the northern sides. So as we go south from the Himalayas, we come to the vast northern plains of India. So to the north we have the mountains, right? Yes. When we come to the south part of India, we have the plains. So many rivers that originates in the Himalaya, such as Ganga, Brahmaputra, Indus and Satluj, will flow through the northern plains. So in previous class you learned that. So these all rivers will originate in the Himalayas because of the glaciers, right? Yes. So many rivers will originate in the Himalayas because of the melting snow. These rivers will take place. These rivers will take birth in the Himalayas. Rivers like Ganga, Brahmaputra, Indus and Satluj. So from the north it will flows to the northern plains. So these all rivers will flow from Himalaya to the northern plains. So as these rivers are mainly fed by the melting snow in the Himalayas, they have water throughout the years. So because of the melting snow of the Himalayas, these northern plains is very fertile because they get water. So the water throughout the year will be there. So these rivers will bring with them fine soil. It is called silt or alluvium. So when these rivers, when the Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra and Indus and Satluj river flow from the north, when they flow, they will bring the fine soil. It is called silt or alluvium. So this alluvial soil is very fertile. So the river, when it is flowing from the north Himalayas, it will bring the silt, bring the very precious soil. So this soil is called alluvial soil. So it is very fertile soil. So this makes the northern plain one of the most fertile region of the world. So the northern plains are very fertile region because they have the very good soil. It is called alluvial soil. So the main rivers have several tributaries or smaller river joining them. So some important rivers like Brahmaputra, Ganga, Indus and Satluj. For this river, some small rivers will join. So an area watered by rivers and its tributaries is called basin. So area which is watered by some main rivers and some small rivers, it is called as basin. So the northern plains can be divided into 3 basins. So the northern plains will get water from 3 basins. That is Satluj basin in the west, Ganga basin in the middle and Brahmaputra basin in the east. So you have the Satluj basin here and the Brahmaputra basin. Let's see the Satluj basin. So the river Satluj and its tributaries flow towards the southwest through Punjab. So the Satluj basin and the tributaries and the small rivers will join with some small river will join with this Satluj. So some rivers, the river Satluj and its tributary will flow towards the southwest. It will flows to the southwest through Punjab. Here comes Punjab. So this Satluj basin and its tributaries will flow through the north to the west. So this Satluj basin will flow through the south. It will flow through the south west. This is west, right? This Sutlej basin will flow through the southwest. From where? From Punjab. Through the Punjab. So the Sutlej basin will join the Indus river. So this Sutlej basin will join to the Indus river in Pakistan. So this Sutlej river will flow through the southwest through the Punjab and it will join through the Indus river in Pakistan. So this Indus finally flowed into the Arabian Sea. So this Indus will finally comes in this way and join to the Arabian Sea. So Punjab comes here. So Punjab and Haryana lies in the Sutlej basin. So which are the places will come under the Sutlej basin? It is Punjab. Punjab comes here and Haryana also comes here. So Punjab and Haryana lies in this Sutlej basin. So the basin means the area which is watered by the river. These are the areas which is watered by the rivers and its tributaries. So this area is watered by the Sutlej river. So this Sutlej will join with some rivers, small rivers, some tributaries. So the Sutlej will flow through the Punjab and it will join to the Indus in the Pakistan and it will flow through the Arabian Sea. So the Bakra Nangal Dam has been built on the Sutlej river. So the Bakra Nangal Dam is built on the Sutlej river. So it will provide electricity and water for irrigation in these areas. So the Indira Gandhi Canal, which starts from the Sutlej, will provide water to many dry areas of Rajasthan. So this Indira Gandhi Canal will starts from the Sutlej rivers. It will provide water to many areas in Rajasthan. Rajasthan comes here, right? So this river, Indira Gandhi Canal will provide water to many places in the Rajasthan. Now let's see which are the places comes under the Ganga basin. Means which are the places is watered by this Ganga rivers. So you all know that the Ganga is the most important river of northern plains. So the Ganga basin is spread across Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. So the Ganga originates from the which glacier? Yes, it is the Gangotri glacier. So Ganga originates from the Gangotri glacier. Glacier means melting of snow. So this Ganga will originate from the Gangotri glacier in the Himalaya in north. So in the mountain it is fed by several tributaries such as Alaknanda, Mandakini and Bhagirathi. So before it enter the northern plains at Haridwara. So this for the Ganga river many tributaries will join. Tributaries like Alaknanda, Mandakini and Bhagirathi. These will join to this Ganga before it will enter to the northern plains. So as it flows along slowly in the plains, it is joined by several tributaries like Yamuna, Gandak, Gagra, Kosi and Gomti. So this river, Ganga river, after flowing through Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, this Ganga river after flowing through Uttar Pradesh and it will reach to Bihar. It will flow like this Ganga. After flowing through Uttar Pradesh, it will reach to Bihar. Then it will enter to the West Bengal. So river Ganga will flow through the Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. So after flowing through West Bengal, it will distribute. So it will distribute into the many places. So it is called as distributaries. So after flowing through Uttar Pradesh, it will join to Bihar. Bihar, and it will comes to West Bengal, and in West Bengal it will divide to many places. So this division is called as distributaries of river Ganga. So the two main branches are Hooghly and Padma. So Hooghly flows through Kolkata and then joins to Bay of Bengal. So this river Ganga will splits. No, these two splits means two splits are Hooghly and Padma. This Hooghly will flow through Kolkata and it will join to Bay of Bengal. So this Padma will enter Bangladesh. So here it joins the Yamuna. So the main branch is Brahmaputra in Bangladesh before entering the Bay of Bengal. So the delta made by Ganga and Brahmaputra is the largest in the world. It is called as a Sundarbans. So next is Brahmaputra Basin. So this Brahmaputra Basin is the narrow stripes in the state of Assam. So this Brahmaputra Basin, it is a narrow stripes in the Assam. So Assam comes here. It is the narrow strips in Assam. So this Brahmaputra is the longest of the three great rivers of North India. This Brahmaputra is the longest of the three great rivers of North India. So it starts in Tibet, where it is called Tsangpo, and it enters India through Arunachal Pradesh and flows through Assam into Bangladesh. So this Brahmaputra, it is the longest of three great rivers. So this starts from Tibet and it entered through the Arunachal Pradesh. So this Brahmaputra will enter to Arunachal. It will start from Tibet and it entered to Arunachal Pradesh and it flows through the Assam. So it entered to Arunachal Pradesh and it comes to Assam into the Bangladesh. So next is the life in the northern plains. So the Punjab. So Punjab is fed by the Satluj river and Beas rivers, and it is very fertile. So this Punjab gets water through the Satluj, Ravi and Beas river. So it is very fertile place, this Punjab. So Chandigarh is the capital of both Punjab and Haryana. So Chandigarh is the capital of Punjab and Haryana. So this Punjab is getting water through the Satluj, Ravi and Beas river. So this Satluj river will flow through this, right? So this Punjab will get the water from the Satluj. So it is very fertile place, this Punjab. So it is well planned city. So it is famous. A golden temple is situated in the city of Amritsar. So the golden temple, it is a famous golden temple, is situated in the city of Amritsar. So other important cities are Ludhiana and Jalandhar. So these two are the two important cities in Punjab. So industries such as textiles, sports, goods, hosiery and motor parts are well developed. So people speak Punjabi and Hindi. So Gurpurab, Baisakhi, Holi and Diwali are the main festivals which is celebrated in Punjab. So Bhangra and Gidda are the popular folk dance of Punjab. So in this picture you can see women of Punjab dancing the Gidda. So this is a famous golden temple in Amritsar.